This is the 2026, yes, you heard me right, 2026 Cadillac Vistiq. It's gorgeous. This is the opulent blue, which we've seen before, but you see that gorgeous lit up grille, just like the Lyriq, the Escalade IQ, and yes, this sits in between the two. It's a 3-row electric luxury SUV. Let's have a look around. This is the sport trim, and each of the trims is gonna get a different grille lighting pattern, but isn't it gorgeous? So beautiful, and it's gonna have that same light up sequence that you've seen on the Escalade IQ and the Lyriq. These on the Sport are 21-inch wheels, and again, higher trims will go 22s and 23s as an option. Look at these cool door handles. These will pop out automatically, and those are not mechanical, they're electronic. This gets the carbon fiber interior, some really gorgeous interior materials. These are non-leather and a lot of recycled materials. The carpets in here are recycled materials. Look at the Cadillac lighting. So as you can see, it's a little less boxy than the Escalade, of course, but it's got some gorgeous similarities in terms of the back end and the styling, as you can see from the Escalade IQ. We even get this cool etching on the third row glass. It gives a little bit of shade in the third row, as well as just a very cool design element. Love the lighting on the back here. It looks so sleek. Of course, we get the Cadillac quirky thing of the torque in nanometers on here. Speaking of torque, this is very powerful. 615 horsepower and 649 pound-feet of torque. And with Velocity Max, you will get from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. Yes. Power tailgate, of course. Power folding rear seats. We get actually a really good amount of storage back here behind the third row, and lights and tethers. Let me show you. Power folding rear seats, and then I wanted to show you guys how much room is back here. Significant. Let's hop in and check out the interior. All right, I love this gear selector stock. Love it. Huge 33-inch screen, wireless CarPlay, and all of the things that you could possibly want here in this giant touchscreen. Beautiful, beautiful clear driver display. Head-up display is optional, and Super Cruise is standard. Super Cruise is hands-free adaptive cruise control, and it is fabulous. We even get a climate screen here and in the second row, because this is 5-zone climate control. You get the front driver and passenger, the second row 2 zones, and then the third row as the 5th zone for climate. Amazing. I love this floating console. We have 2 wireless charging pads underneath here. Our volume knob, beautiful details, some carbon fiber on this sport trim, and it just looks amazing. This sport trim would normally be a bench seat here, seating 7, but the spec has the optional captain's chair. So really comfortable, flat floor, tons of room. As you can see, I have my climate screen here. As I mentioned, it's a 5-zone climate. I love that. We have a household plug and 2 USB-C chargers, as well as a gorgeous opening panoramic sunroof. But not only do we have a panoramic sunroof, we have a sunroof in the third row. We also have latch for child car seats here and tethers in the third row, so you could have 4 car seats in here. I love that because it means you can leave the child car seat in that seat when you push it forward to use the third row. That is not quite all the way back, but as you can see, I have quite a bit of room, but the seat is really close to the floor. Love that there is this little moonroof back here. And yes, this provides a little bit of shade for the third row. We have vents back here, USB-C chargers and cup holders on both sides. And the ceiling gives me plenty of headroom. I'm 5'1". And soft closed doors. And no, there is no front trunk or frunk. So as I mentioned, this Vistiq sits in between the Lyriq and the Escalade IQ. It is fully electric. I do not have range numbers yet, but I should by the time this goes live, so check the captions below. What do you think? I mean, it's beautiful. It is luxurious. On the top trims, you're also going to get air suspension and rear steering, which I love on a luxury car. It just makes driving so much better. We get that standard all-wheel drive, standard Super Cruise, tons of luxury. I love the 5-zone climate control. I will say I don't think that's a full-time third row. This is not going to compete with the size of the Escalade, but it feels very Escalade in terms of the luxury. I do not have pricing as of yet, but as soon as I do, I will add it below as well in the caption. What do you think? Are you choosing this over the Escalade or the Lyriq? Which size is right for you? And do you want that third row with the extra cargo? And I feel like a little more luxury than the Lyriq. Leave me a question or a comment, and we'll see you soon.